Alright, hello. My name is Zach, and today I'm going to be reading the story that I made. I have two parts, but I'm going to read them both, as I did not finish, because I made this in school, so let's begin. The actual story is about someone who has a virus on his computer that someone controls, and it's just, you'll see for the story. Zack Attack 2000 is online, said the computer. As he opened up his browser, he would sit there thinking about what to do as always avoiding the thought of homework. He eventually decides he would go on YouTube and see if anything funny has come up recently. But before he could even touch his keyboard, Trap Builder 2 was online, said the computer. It filled Zack with confusion, as it was way too early in the day for him to be online, he questioned. He looked at his clock, 2:31. He shrugged it off and opened the window to say hi, but before he could do anything, he got a message from none other than him. He opened up the chat and saw that he was playing a game. Minecraft, he asked. When did you get that? Troubleditor replied, just got it. Want to play? We've got 2 copies. Okay, said Zack as he accepted the game invite. But before he had time to open, up, he saw something move on his desktop. He went to see what it was, but to no surprise, he did not find anything. Just some old files that he had saved from his junior years at college. Good times, he said. He snapped out of his past and finally decided to play. He called Belder 2 on Skype, but for some reason he was not picking up the phone. He went back to the message window and finally asked, why weren't you answering the call? As he waited for a reply, his game finally opened with a flash of black and white. Wow, that made me jump, he said, surprised. Finally, his friend had responded with something that he found different. Sorry about that. I had to go do some laundry, so I will be right back. I also have to do my homework. Again, sorry. He noticed that his friend did not use internet slang, like always. Something was up. He thought to himself, but once again he just shrugged it off, and thought that he was just trying to be more punctual, which was weird for him. After 2 hours of playing the same game and watching the same cutscenes, he finally got a message. Okay, I'm back. Want to play that game now? He asked with anticipation, as he waited to play the game. They both joined an online server and played for hours on end, until 12:34 p.m., which was not unusual for them. But another hour passed of them playing Capture the Flag. Trouble the Two says, are you ready? In confusion he said, what? Then suddenly, Zack's game crashed, and all windows he had open crashed as well. What the hell just happened? He asked, confused and frustrated. He tries to open his browser again, but instead of opening, he gets a small message saying, I asked if you were ready. What? Zack said as he tried to open other games and programs, but the same message kept popping up. Zack looked like he was about to burst with anger. He said to himself, whatever, I'll just go downstairs and play with the dogs. Then he pressed the computer's off switch and stood up, but before he could even take one step, he hears a beep and looks at his computer screen. Another message popped up. "Ah, done playing already," said the message displayed on the screen. Jack shook with fear as he wondered how this is possible and why someone would be doing this. He sits back on his chair with his head down and his back pressed against the back of the chair. He hears a noise coming from his computer. He springs up and to look what he saw, and what he saw made him feel insecure. His browser had opened up, but he didn't touch anything. The search bar started to display letters. Come on, cheer up. The fun has just begun. Ugh. I'm very sorry for that. I completely messed up. This is the first part, but I'm going to read the second part in a second. But I very much apologise for the stuttering and everything. My eyes aren't very good. I need glasses, but I have glasses, but you know, stuff. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to read the second part now. Sorry for the break, because my throat was really hurting. So, my story part 2. Zack shook with fear as he had no control of his entire computer. Just before Zack was about to lose all hope, he saw a message on his screen. Let's make a deal. If you can defeat me in a computer game of my choice, I will leave your computer alone. But if I win, I will slowly destroy your computer. Zack's eyes filled with determination as he sat at his computer with his left hand on his keyboard and his right on his mouse. An invitation popped up. It was Shadow Fight 2, a game that Zack had never lost before. His confidence rose once more as he accepted the invitation. His weapon was a Japanese sword from the Revolution era. He knew this weapon well. He looked at his opponent. He was shocked at what he saw. His opponent's weapon was a hook and chain, he said to himself. How is this possible? You only get that weapon from defeating the final... He paused for a moment. Final boss. His confidence level plummeted down to where it could not go any lower. The round countdown had begun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight! They both charged with determination. Zack swung first, but his attack was blocked by the chain. He jumped back, but before he could even land, his opponent had already begun his attack and thrusted forward. Zack was able to counterattack and block his attack, but and was able to get a hit on his opponent. He was able to cut his opponent's left calf, and he was bleeding heavily. Zack's combo bar was full, so he used his special attack, the Ryuken. He thrusted his sword downwards at the ground, which cut the ground open, and did so all along the ground towards his opponent's direction, but his opponent dodged the attack by jumping straight in the air with a tremendous force. How is this possible? He shouldn't even be able to run then jump. Zack slashed his sword left and right 3 times at his opponent. The air pressure from Zack's sword was so great that it travelled through the air and managed to cut him all over, but it was not done yet. He thrust at his opponent again and again, slashing his sword every time he does, cutting his opponent more and more after every swing. Finally, he stopped and watched his opponent struggle to even breathe. He felt pity. He said, "If you promise to never touch my computer again, I will spare your life." His opponent nodded with agreement as the match ended. "Zack Attack 2000 wins," said the game. His window closed and all signs of his opponent had gone. He relaxed back on his chair with a sigh of relief. He now knows that there is nothing he could not do when it comes to his games. Alright, that's the full story. I would like to apologise again. My screwing up on talking. I apologise. I've got a cold. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But if you want me to create more, because I can't really read other people's writing, or not writing, stories, because I'm absolute rubbish at reading something else, but I can read my own like stories and that, then just say so and I will do it. This is probably going to my teacher. I don't know who, but if it goes online, here it is. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time, hopefully. Bye.